Graduation ceremony. Whether you are here watching or watching on our live stream, I hope you have a memorable and enjoyable experience, one which you will look back on with a great sense of pride. Before we start the ceremony, I have 3 key things to share with those here in the ceremony hall today. We're not expecting a fire alarm, so in the unlikely event of us needing to evacuate the venue, please leave via the nearest exit, which might be behind you, and follow our ushers to the assembly points. Guests requiring assistance will be escorted. Please take a moment now to see where your nearest exit is. In line with our commitment to embed environmental sustainability in all aspects of our operations, our graduation programme is available digitally. You can view the programme using the QR code on the screen behind me. You'll be able to follow the ceremony easily, as the list of names in the programme should match the order in which our graduands take to the stage. Please now also take a moment to check your phones and devices are on silent. I'm sure you will want to cheer and applaud your graduands, and we love that here at Royal Holloway. However, we do ask that you applaud and cheer and then quietly pause so that our next graduand and their supporters can enjoy their moment too. This ceremony is being filmed, and our professional photographers will be taking the all-important photograph of our graduates receiving their scroll. You will want to capture that moment on your cameras too, but please don't obstruct the view of the people behind you. Now please enjoy the ceremony. Thank you. If you are comfortable to do so, please stand for the arrival of the procession. Please take your seats. Guests, colleagues, friends, families, supporters, and most importantly, to join us soon, graduands. I am Julie, I'm the Vice-Chancellor and Principal of Royal Holloway, and on behalf of the university, I am absolutely delighted to welcome you here today to Royal Holloway on this very important occasion of our graduation ceremony. Whether you're visiting for the first time, returning to this familiar, yet I hope still spectacular place, or watching from around the world on our live stream, you are all warmly welcome. We hope you enjoy the ceremony. We hope you have a memorable and a happy day. Graduands from the School of Life Sciences and the Environment will be presented at this ceremony. The first group of graduands presented are those who've been awarded a postgraduate certificate or diploma. They're followed by our master's degree students and finally students receiving Doctor of Philosophy degrees.
Without further ado, with great pleasure, I welcome the Executive Dean of the School of Life Sciences and the Environment, Professor Klaus Dutz.
Vice-Chancellor, Principal. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to everyone gathered here today. At this ceremony, we recognise and celebrate the achievements of our students who have followed postgraduate programmes with departments in the School of Life Sciences and Environment. Biological sciences, earth sciences, health studies, geography, and psychology, including clinical psychology, make up our multidisciplinary school. All of our subjects combine research excellence, inspirational teaching programs, and collaborations with a myriad of partners, from the NHS Trusts to Royal Botanic Gardens Kew. Those partners are to be found not only within the United Kingdom, but also beyond. Today is also an opportune moment for me personally to pay tribute to all the academic, technical, and professional services colleagues who support the school and the teaching and research-focused activities that enable us to gather on such an important occasion today. Our postgraduate students, whose achievements we rightly celebrate today, are one of the main reasons why our academic departments rank so highly. Their studies encapsulate the diversity and the vitality of our school, focusing on an array of immediate, significant, and impactful events and processes. Our students have been working on projects that directly connect to societal well-being, energy and environmental transformation, mental health, gene therapy, industrial biotech, pollination ecology, climate and environmental change, global development, geopolitics, sustainability, and the relationship between people, place, and identity. The doctorate in clinical psychology is a standout program producing healthcare professionals who will contribute to the treatment of mental health challenges in many communities and societies, both here in the United Kingdom and worldwide. It truly is, I hope you detect from that long list, a multidisciplinary school. Anyway, without further ado, it is with very great pleasure that we move on to the presentation of the graduands. Can I ask you please to welcome the Head of Department of Biological Sciences, Professor James McAvoy. Thank you.
Professor Julie Sanders, Vice-Chancellor and Principal, I would like to present graduands from the Department of Biological Sciences. For the award of Master of Science by Research degrees from the Department of Biological Sciences. With the thesis title of Modeling the Role of Microbial Interactions in Kefir Community Dynamics, supervised by Professor Vincent Janssen, Julie Rousseau. With the thesis title of Ethnic Differences in Ischemic Heart Disease among Ischemic Stroke Patients, supervised by Professor Pankaj Sharma, Priyanka Suresh Kumar. For the award of Doctor of Philosophy degrees from the Department of Biological Sciences. With the thesis title of investigating the anti-cancer mechanism of action of tanshinone 2A through mTOR-C1 regulation, supervised by Professor Robin Williams and Dr. Olivier Pardo. Sonia Shinmar. That concludes the presentation of graduands from Biological Sciences. It is now my great pleasure to welcome the representative of the Department of Earth Sciences, Dr. Natalie Grassino.
Professor Julie Sanders, Vice Chancellor and Principal, I would like to present graduates from the Department of Earth Sciences. For the award of postgraduate certificate degree from the Department of Earth Sciences, Agnes Ijeoma Ibe. For the award of Master of Science degrees from the Department of Earth Sciences, Elina Alemayo. Manas Bachekiti. Okeya Kontonsese. Adam Joyce. Faraz Khan. Gayatri Kolutu. Thomas Langwish. Benedicta Dede Beke Reina. Sofia Reyes Alban. Awarded the Energy Geoscience MSc Best Project, Rachita Sood. Arjov Sao. Nithul Yudean. Andrea Zenon. Doris Bolaji Dada. Samuel Bordesoul. Ojeshuku Onyemesili. Olivia Barnett King. awarded the Atkins Realist Prize for the Best Project, Raymond Bignan. For the award of Master of Science by Research Degree from the Department of Earth Sciences. With the thesis title of Geological Mapping of Themis Regio and its relationship with Parga Chasma, supervised by Professor Richard Gale and Dr. Christina Manning, RISMAN. For the award of Doctor of Philosophy degrees from the Department of Earth Sciences. With the thesis title of Quantifying the Effect of Background Concentrations of Crude Oil Pollution of Polar Sea Ice and Assessing from Sea Ice and Snow Affect PAR transmittance of the Ice-Ocean Interface, supervised by Professor Martha King. Oh, I'm really sorry. Supervised by Professor Martin King and Dr. Rebecca Fisher, Ben Raymond Roche. That concludes the presentation of graduates from Earth Sciences. It is now my great pleasure to welcome the Head of Department of Geography, Professor Simon Blockley.
Professor Julie Saunders, Vice-Chancellor and Principal, I would like to present the graduands from the Department of Geography. For the award of Master of Science degrees from the Department of Geography, Samuel Cotgreve. Jack Dicken. Charlotte O'Donoghue. Pip Preston. Jordan Ralph. Neve Watson. Awarded the Philippa Holmes Prize for Best MSc Dissertation in Quaternary Sedimentology or Stratigraphy, Paige Dan. Daniel Harvey. Awarded the Best Overall Performance Prize, Emma Hoddle. Gethin Marshall. Eleanor Preble. Felix Sutton. Ilyas Benzoubi. Shaista Ronka Chash Nalwada. Abhishek Chauhan. Megan Hill. Sophia Parsons. Mark Sterrett. Isabel Waters. Bethany Young. For the award of Master of Research degrees from the Department of Geography, Thomas Bartlett. George Powell. For the award of Doctor of Philosophy degrees from the Department of Geography, Rosie Knowles, with a thesis title of Creative Approaches to the Industrial Therapeutic Landscape of Port Talbot. With a thesis title of Investigating Circum-North Atlantic Abrupt Climate Change during MIS 5, supervised by Professor Ian Candy and Dr. David Thornalley, Daniel Parks. That concludes the presentation of graduands from geography. With great pleasure, we would now like to welcome our talented student performer to the stage. Please welcome Jai In Hong, who will be performing Pipa Serenading the Winter for us all today.
Thank you so much to Chayin for a fantastic performance. It's at this stage in the ceremony that I have the great honour of introducing our student orator, who will deliver a speech on behalf of all of those whose achievements we're celebrating here today. So will you please welcome back Benjamin Redman Roche.
Honoured guests and fellow graduates, I would like to begin by congratulating everybody for what you've achieved during your degrees. Today marks the culmination of years of effort. When preparing for this, I naturally turned to Google to see what's typically said and who usually gives these speeches. Google was not kind. JFK at American University in '63, Steve Jobs at Stanford in 2005, George Bush and Bill Clinton at the University of New Hampshire in 2007, and Steve Minchin with his excellent speech at UWA in 2013. Everyone, today, I'm afraid you have me. Whether university has been some of your most fun few years and you've sailed through with a distinction or a first, well done. If you found the journey more onerous, never thought you would finish, and worked your damnedest to be sat here, well done. We all made it. Completing your degree and graduating today, you should all be immensely proud of your achievements. My PhD research at Royal Holloway has been in polar science, focusing on how we, humankind, are collectively destroying some of the most pristine environments on Earth. The Arctic is a region that is heating up to 4 times faster than the rest of the world, and it is now projected that the Arctic Ocean could be ice-free in the summer by the middle of the century. Through Royal Holloway's generous support, I've been fortunate enough to travel to these extraordinary places. Ikhlaqtutjaq in the Canadian Arctic, scuba diving under icebergs in Nukkangalua in Greenland, and visiting the Arctic Space Center in Sodankala in Finnish Lapland. In all of these places, I've had the privilege of meeting with and learning from indigenous communities, the Inuit in Canada, the Kalaallit in Greenland, and the Sami in Finland, all of whom have been custodians of their environment for millennia. What struck me most in meeting these communities was their indefatigable strength. They face enormous challenges, including rain-on-snow events that decimate caribou and reindeer herds in Canada and Finland, hunters falling through thin sea ice in Greenland on their snowmobiles, and even a winter heatwave in Lapland reaching positive degrees, unprecedented in the decades past. Despite all of this, they endure. In the face of adversity, no matter how great the challenge, they embody a strength that in Sami is called huldusvuotta, and in Inuktitut, Inuinnaqtun, and Kalaallisut is expressed through their stories of enduring and adapting, a concept we know in English as resilience. Resilience is a quality that connects us all, stretching from the tundra and frozen oceans to the majestic spires of the Founders Building and the graduates sitting here today. As we celebrate our achievements, we also join the ranks of Royal Holloway alumni, a remarkable group of resilient trailblazers, which include Freya Stark, an intrepid explorer of the early 20th century, who fearlessly charted the Middle East, becoming one of the first modern explorers in the region. Lenny Henry, one of the most prominent black comedians of his time. Mark Strong, what an actor. Admiral Sir Benkei, the current First Sea Lord. Lady McRobert, one of the first women elected to the Geological Society. Emily Davison, who threw herself in front of the King's horse in the cause of the suffragette movement. And Mary Ann Evans, who wrote under the pen name George Eliot to conceal her gender at a time when women were excluded from intellectual circles, and in so doing became one of the 19th century's most influential writers. As we reflect on these remarkable trailblazers, we are reminded of the resilience they embodied. So, what is next for us? In these challenging and often uncertain times, how do we navigate our own paths in a world that can feel overwhelming? Personally, from the experiences I've gained at Royal Holloway, I believe we must be resilient in what we set out to achieve, thoughtful in our actions, and caring of others as we move forward. Let us not be transactional in our relationships, but instead strive to uplift and push others to greater heights. Perhaps our fellow alumna, Mary Ann Evans, offered a timeless reminder of our shared humanity when she wrote, "What do we live for if it is not to make life less difficult for each other?" It has been my great privilege to stand here as your student orator. Royal Holloway and the Department of Earth Sciences, Thank you for all the incredible support you've given to me personally. To my remarkable supervisor and co-author, Professor Martin King, thank you for guiding me to this moment. And to my family and wonderful fiancée Olivia, thank you for your unwavering support. To the class of 2024, congratulations. Let us not only carry forward the resilience that we've cultivated here at Royal Holloway, but use it to shape a better, kinder world. Thank you.
I don't think we were disappointed, were we, at all, with that? Thank you, Benjamin, so much for sharing your experiences with us. It's such a great achievement to be asked to deliver the student oration, and we're so proud of all of our students. I'd like to take this opportunity too to ask you to thank our wonderful student musicians who have been playing so beautifully for you. Ling Ling Bow-Smith, Maisie Pierce, and Naoki Aston. Now, before I say a few words to just conclude the ceremony, I'm going to invite our graduates, for graduates you now are. This is your occasion to applaud, hopefully whoop a bit and cheer, but please thank your loved ones and supporters for all they've done to make today possible. Thank you. I did hear some whooping there. That's really good. Graduates, it is our absolute delight to be here celebrating your fantastic achievements and the journeys that you have been on so far. We genuinely hope that you've all loved being part of Royal Holloway. We've certainly loved having you with us. And as I'm looking out at you, many of you still proudly clutching your scrolls, I'm feeling the weight of the moment. We know how much you've learned, changed, adapted, managed during your period of studies here, however short or long. We've heard so much from those who have the privilege to be lecturers, tutors, supervisors, advisors, the technicians who support you in the labs or in the studios, the fieldwork teams who help you achieve astonishing things, the professional services colleagues who are your point of contact and advice on so much. We hear from them all the time, what amazing things you do. We've been celebrating work in this school and graduates in particular in this ceremony who show deep and empathetic understanding of how tightly interwoven people are with the environment, and you've heard that in Benjamin's wonderful oration. You move between the general and the specific, between global and civic perspectives to identify problems and find solutions. And you bring a really vital sense of social purpose to that work, which is really important to us here at Royal Holloway. We focus on global challenges. We want to bring positive, solutions-based, critical, creative, and scientific thinking to tackling those challenges. And that's at the heart of our research and our education and our research-infused curriculum, of which we're rightly very proud. And students, you've certainly inspired me, colleagues, and each other, I think, to embody that purpose, to do good in the world, to make education work for the benefit of others, whatever your discipline or training. I see just how instinctive it is for Royal Holloway students to use their time and their talents to make positive change and to support each other in the process. It's really special. And as you've already been hearing, the world needs you at this time. I completely recognize that everything from geopolitics to climate change is currently a source of volatility, of anxiety, and of concern. And it can be easy, as you've heard, to feel overwhelmed, to feel weighed down by a burden of expectation and a sense of a complex future. But I hope actually you'll feel energized today to carry forward our institutional values of being daring, open, respectful, and innovative, and take those out into the world. Whatever sector or country you see yourself working and settling in, use them to make sense in complex times and to do good things. The writer David Armand's most recent book was described as capturing a world that is shambolic but beautiful, tentative but brave. And those are amazingly generative adjectives, but ones I think that capture a challenge, yes, but also the opportunity of those bright futures that you hold so symbolically in your hands right now. And so you take a part of us, Royal Holloway, with you wherever you go and whatever you do. And I do hope you'll be able to pay forward that remarkable legacy that we've all inherited from our forebear colleges, from Royal Holloway and from Bedford, who were, as we've already been hearing, so inspirational in the space of inclusive education and research. But graduates, you are our best advocates and ambassadors into the future, and we couldn't be prouder. We talk here at Royal Holloway about being together for what matters, and you certainly have the power in doing that to make a difference. Adapting the words of the American author Richard Powers, the world is bigger, stronger, richer, and wilder than any of us have the right to ask for. You're going to be joining a phenomenal global network, a Royal Holloway community of global social purpose, and make the most then of that complex but beautiful world and all it makes possible. And look after each other as you do that. Stay in touch with us. We have no doubt you're going to have amazing impact. Education is about hope and opportunity. It's a tremendous privilege, and it's a transformative power that comes with a responsibility. And I know you'll use it openly, wisely, bravely, kindly, just as those university values empower you to do. You've opened doors that might have seemed impossible. Hold those doors open for others as you travel forward. And that forward, that future is yours to forge. Do it at your own pace. Do it in your own way. There are so many possibilities out there for you, but know that Royal Holloway is always here for you, both when things temporarily fall apart and when they absolutely fall into place. Together for what matters. We're immensely proud of everything that you've achieved to date and all that you will go on to achieve. So enjoy every minute of today. Thank you so much to all the amazing families and supporters and friends who are part of this. But class of 2024, go forward with hope, with confidence, do amazing, do surprising, and do brilliant things. But most of all, take care. And we at Royal Holloway wish you all of the light and luck and love in the world. Congratulations and thank you. And now, finally, if you feel comfortable doing so, could I ask you to please stand for the recession?